explanation to show you how these cats learn how to stalk and be stealthy. There's a little female cub. The little male cub is just in front of me. Look, 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 look. Look at that eagerness and that typical feline instinct.
Good morning to all the viewers and subscribers. We're out early this morning. As you can see, the sun is already up. It's just come up, and our plan this morning is we're going to head south. We're going to try and see if we can catch up with the Naru Pride, see what they've been up to, get a head count and see how the pride's looking. It's been a number of weeks now since we've seen the Naru Pride properly. There was a report of them last night around Main Dam, or heading towards Main Dam, should I say. So I'm very optimistic that we can try and catch up with them this morning and see how we go. So here we've got some lion tracks this morning, right here next to the Main Dam area. Must be one of the members from the Naru Pride. Only looks like one set of tracks for now, but quite fresh. I'd say last night, maybe early this morning, but leaning more towards last night. We're going to head along here and see if we get lucky, and maybe check the opposite side of the dam as well. So we've had quite a long morning of tracking a few members of the Naru Pride around Main Dam, and we got very close. Apparently one of the vehicles from across the dam actually spotted one or two individuals drinking on the other side of the dam, and we unfortunately were quite far, so to get back around to that side was quite a mission. Eventually got there and we saw tracks going into the drainage line towards Nzaka Bridge side, into that drainage, and obviously it's very tough to follow. But we've just come to Southgate Quarry now, and we've got a beautiful herd of kudu here that are drinking, and I'm waiting in anticipation, because I don't know if the kudus know, but there is a very large crocodile that lives in here, and if they're getting very comfortable going to the water's edge, we might get some action. Our resident hippos are still here, so let's see what happens. We received a report that the two leopard cubs had been seen again, the two young cubs, and we've got one of them here lying on a dead log. So once again it looks like it's the little female cub again on the log. So they had two again this morning, but I think the little male is actually a little bit more shy than the female. And it's quite interesting, because it was the first time ever when we'd seen them, it was the little male we saw first, and he was actually showing a lot more confident behavior than the little female. But it seems as though the little female is actually more confident than the little male. So I'm really eager to see him again. I haven't seen him now for a few weeks, I'd say. I've seen her a few times now already.
What an honour to be in the company of two beautiful little leopard cubs. So if I look carefully, I think it's a little male on the left and a little female on the right. It's really good to see the male cub again. It's been a very long time since I've seen him. Wow, look at that. So look at this. This is just a perfect explanation to show you how these cats learn how to stalk and be stealthy. There's the little female cub. The little male cub is just in front of me. Look, 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 look. Look at that eagerness and that typical feline instinct. I'm really enjoying watching the story of these little cubs. I think it's going to be a good one to tell. These cubs are just full of energy this evening. This morning when we got here, the little female was fast asleep and sleeping right in front of the vehicle, and the little male cub was also giving us a miss again. But I'm just so delighted to see that the little male cub is okay, and there they go. They are full of energy. At times it's actually quite difficult to keep up with them. I'm hopeful that they'll come into the clearing, and there's a beautiful clearing in front of us in the drainage line. Maybe they'll play in once they settle down a bit. Okay, so we did get lucky. One of them has come out. Okay, there's the other one behind that one. Okay, maybe they're going to play again. And we've got a little bit of an opening here, so let's see what happens. So this one is the little male cub, so it's really, I can't tell you how great it is to see this little cub again. And it's good to see that he's actually quite relaxed. I was beginning to worry, there we go, there's his sister. I was beginning to worry that he was becoming quite skittish because we hadn't seen a lot of him, we'd only seen the sister. But to have both of them playing together like this is just magical. So funny because as they calm down, the one lies down and it's like, okay, well, the fun's over, and then all of a sudden they just come erupting out of the little bushes. Like, watch this little one. Oh, they've gone behind a bush there. Okay. So full of energy. What little stars. I could stay with them forever, but obviously us being here, the later it gets, the darker it gets, we pose more of a threat to them, and I wouldn't want to put these little cubs' lives in jeopardy in any way. I'd rather have more sightings like this than one quality sighting. Look at that. This is now attempt number 3 of trying to relocate the Naru pride on the virtual safari. It's been a very tough few days of trying to catch up with them. They've given us the miss a few times. Right now I'm following, there's lots of lion tracks here. It looks like pretty much most of the pride were here. We're all the way down south, we're on S7 road, not the furthest south you can be, but we are pretty far south from where we were trying to follow them the other at Main Dam. And the tracks are going up and down, up and down. There's some fresher ones, there's older ones. Let me show you quickly. So this is something very cool that I thought it will show you. So here's an indication of where the Narus were last night, and this here is where they were lying.
So some of them were lying here. Obviously not very fresh, definitely not from this morning, but the lying was last night. But it looks like these tracks are still looking quite fresh from this morning, since, like I said, we had a light drizzle of rain last night. And there you can see the older tracks of the lying down. It's not very clear, not very sharp, but these tracks on top of that are looking very promising. Definitely not easy. There's some tracks going up, there's some tracks going down the road. It's all part of the fun, but sometimes it can get very frustrating when they could be actually right here watching us walk around, showing you all the tracks at the moment. But anyways, let's carry on. Let's see, maybe we're getting closer. So I cannot tell you how great it is just to see two lions. It's definitely not the lions we were looking for this morning and yesterday and the day before yesterday. So we failed at that. But nevertheless, it is lions. It got to a point where if we saw any lions, it would have just made a whole world of a difference. Sorry, she was busy rolling over and stretching there. So we've got two lionesses. I'm not sure who they are. They look like possibly two members from the Imbali pride. One looks quite full, the other one not so much, but I haven't really seen the other side of her, so she could be quite full. But yeah, we found them. We're all the way down in the south this afternoon. We were tracking very hard the last few days, as you would have seen. This morning we had tracks of the whole Naru pride S7, and after that we couldn't really decipher where they'd gone. We think they might have gone into a very, very thick block, and that just wouldn't have ended well for any of us. So when we heard lions down in the south this afternoon, we raced here. We were like, we're going to take this one, and here we are. So let's see what they get up to this afternoon. They look like they're going to be fairly lazy, but maybe they'll get up, drink, and maybe just get a bit active for us. So that was quite unexpected. I'm not quite sure why they started contact call. I didn't hear, there she's going again, I didn't hear if there were any other lions contact calling behind us. But the Imbali pride is usually a lot bigger than just two members, so I don't know if the rest of the pride are perhaps around here somewhere, maybe on a kill, or might have got separated. Okay, so it turns out there was other lion audio, and that was the response. I didn't hear the first bit of calls. That was the low soft contact calling these lionesses were making at first, and then I heard lions quite far in the distance, I'd say, just behind me. I know it's very tough to understand that, but they were, yeah, behind me, and these lionesses obviously lifted their heads, heard them, and then responded. And what a response! Beautiful roars from both these lionesses. I do wish we knew a lot more about the dynamics of the Imbali pride, like we did the Narus and the Imbiri pride. But it is always fun having a little bit of a mystery pride, and the Imbali pride definitely hold that title. So what a lovely end to that very long virtual safari of trying to track and find lions.
but it was definitely worth it in the end, even if it did take us several days and attempts to try and locate some lions. And very special with the two Imbali lionesses down here in the south of the reserve. And we'll highlight as well that amazing leopard sighting we had of the two young cubs playing the other night, and that was also just something to never forget. It sounds like these lionesses are still contact calling here, but nevertheless that brings this virtual safari to an end. We will see what happens on the next one. It should be quite interesting if this carries on and we come down here to see what's going on. But I hope you all enjoyed that one, and we will see you on the next virtual safari.